Hey y'all, Kerry here. So I'm doing a few things this December, and one of them is the 12 Days of Winter Wonder with Debbie over at Ink and Page. Now, I'm having internet issues, and so it took me a few days to be able to print everything out, and I'm still catching up on videos. But I didn't want the journal topper that she had. Where did I put it? Right here. So this was supposed to be the journal topper, and I wanted it inside because I had already, I had already pre-made my journal at like day 6 or 7, because I was running out of room to put my ephemera and I needed a place to put it. And so I made my journal already, and this is what I wanted on the front cover. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. We're going to do a flip through when I'm completely done, but this is what I'm going to use for my closure. And I used a lot of medicine bottles to store things. And so I keep a paper clip on the end of the chain so I don't lose the end. So this is going to be put in the center, which should be about right here. And what I'm going to do is put that there, and then, where's my pencil? And then put a little mark. Where am I at here? Come on. Okay. That's an inch. So it's going to be like here and there. So I can put a little bit of glue. Not all the way through, because it's got a little thing right there that you can add a jump ring to, which is we're going to get to that. Okay. And then, sorry if my arm there is in the way. It's a little awkward. Okay. Okay. It's a little bent, but it's mine, so it's all good. Right? Maybe I should use the bigger ones. What I need to get is one of those sets that has the plastic on the end. I do have a set of that, but it's breaking off. That doesn't look like it's in the center. Well, it's too late now because it's down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually, let me put that back on there. I'm going to take a piece of this, and I'm going to take it apart here. Is that the right end? Yeah, that's got to be the right end right there. Okay, so you just take this apart. And when you're taking these apart, you bend it either toward you or away from you, not open left to right, because otherwise it will break. Okay, so let's figure out how to put that back on there. Okay. Let me take this off. Okay, so put that back through there, and then put this through here, and then bend it back together. Oh, that gold, I can't see. Okay, that looks about right. Okay. And then for this one here, if you don't know, these actually come out. And so I don't happen to have any gold ones at the moment, but all I have to do is put this through here. If I wanted to make that gold, I probably do have some gold spray paint. But I'm not going to do that right this second. Maybe later. Okay, and so that is going to be my closure, because I do expect it to get that, I do expect it to get a little bit bigger gator mouth, just because that's how I tend to roll. Okay, and so I have made this a hidden spine, and I put this in first, and then I glued in the signatures on this piece right here so that the feet on that aren't gonna show. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, Debbie had mentioned maybe making these into charms, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And that I'm gonna make it about that long. Oh, that was upside down. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to put this back on there. And then put that on here like this. I do have those, I guess it's a lobster claw clasp that you can, the bottom piece of it, it swivels on a bottom piece that's flat, and you can make a tassel out of it. But since this is just going to be for me, I don't need all that extravagant stuff on there. So that's going to hang down that far. And so let me put that right there. And I forgot to grab my bindings. And I don't know if these are actually going to be able to fit on there, because these are kind of thick, and still be able to, oh, maybe. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so what I did with these is all these little 1-inch circles I backed with one of the background papers that she had. And I did the same with these, but I used the lined ones, so that way you can take these off and write on the back of them. And so we're just going to put some holes in there. Okay, and I'm trying to use up all these little colored, what are they called? Eyelets. One of my friends gave me a whole bunch of craft supplies that she wasn't using anymore. Oh, hey, why did you get stuck? Oh, not cool. Okay. I think I'm about due for a new one of these. It's not working very well. Okay, and I have 3 different colors here, so I'm just going to put one of each color in these. Yeah, see, that one didn't really flatten out like that one did. I don't know. Okay, so, and I will end up taking a hammer and smashing that down, just because these aren't, I want to use them up because these are not exactly the right size, and so they don't flatten out properly. Okay. So 3 quick bangs. Oh, 4. Okay. 5. Okay, that's good enough. And I'm just going to use some bulb pins to put these on. Let me get them on here first so I can see where, because I think I'm going to use those as, put those on the end of paper clips. Okay, so let's see. This one's the longest, so I will put it about right here. And I'm using these for right now just to give me an idea on positioning. Get in there. Because generally when you make a tassel, you're supposed to go one on one side, right? And then one on the other side so they lay evenly. And so I'm just going to put this in here, and then I'll use these at a later time, just because I don't know if I'm going to put anything else on there. All right, so I don't know how to explain that. So this one would go on this side, on the left side, and then this one goes on the right side, and then this one would be on the left side, which that actually looks backwards, but that's okay. Right, so now you can either lay it down on its side, and then you'll be able to write a little note on those. And then you can add other things to that. And then what I'm going to do is when I'm done adding things, then I'm going to take these off and then use these here, these red ones here. But I don't want to do that right now because the more you open these and close them back up, they do tend to get weak. And so I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to do that at the very end. And I'm not exactly sure where I want to put all these yet, but I am just going to get them all ready. And let's do a dark green one for that. I think I'm a little too close to that edge there. But that's okay, because I can always print another one. Yeah. Oh, you can't put it in there if you don't have a hole. Okay. So earlier I had posted a video about cabbage dyeing papers, and I let it simmer for a minute. Actually, it was stinking up my house, so I only let it simmer for like 30 minutes because my husband came in and he was like, holy cow. And yeah, so my house doesn't smell very good at the moment. And he likes cabbage. I don't. Not even coleslaw, really. I mean, I will eat my own coleslaw, but I learned how to make coleslaw a long time ago. But it's not you don't use the red cabbage for that. Okay. Let's put that in there. And so, yeah, right now I have the solution sitting in my fridge. And so as soon as I get a few more things done, I will go check and see how cooled off it is so I can put them in separate pans and show you the difference between just plain red cabbage boiled and then with I thought I had baking soda. I'm going to use baking powder because that's all I have right now, and see if that's going to do the same thing. But I think it will, because I think that's what I used last time. So we'll see. And so just so I won't lose these, I'm just going to go ahead and put these on here as well. Just because things tend to get lost if I'm not careful, right? I have a 6-inch ruler that's got a cork back somewhere in my office, my craft room. It has disappeared into the black hole of existence, right? I have no idea where it's at, and I've gone through bins and everything, and I don't know. I haven't apparently gotten to the right bin, right? Because I know that there's no way that it would have left my office. And I actually have a canning jar, the ball jars, and it's full of marbles, and that's where I keep my rulers, because the marbles make the rulers stand up, so they're easier to take, easier to find, because I have a couple of different sizes, but I also have tear rulers and different size cork back rulers. And that 6-inch one I used a lot, and now I can't find it. So I don't know. Okay, so those aren't on in any particular order, just so they won't get lost. And they're not even on in a good, like normally I would measure out how many, yeah, I'm a little OCD. I would count how many links in the chain there are, and then see how many I need to put in between each thing to get all of those to hang right, if you will. And then put them left and right and left and right. So we're going to put this back on here. And then put that back in there, and that's that. So the other thing I wanted to do, let's see what time I got here. 17 minutes. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was on this here. I have some embroidery floss that I have coffee dyed, and I wanted to put this in here. So I only took one out. Okay, and that's actually going to be a little bit too big. So do I have small ones? Do I have another small gold one? I need to get a few more of these. This is why I keep tweezers close, to grab the little things. Okay. So I have this nifty little handmade thingamajig, and this is what I use it for. So I want my, let's see, I should probably put that in the middle, about right there. So, or actually, let me see how far in I can get that. I should have done that before I glued it down. Okay, so we're just going to go right there. And then we're going to turn it around and see if we can get it in the same place. So, about right there. Size, okay, this side. Okay. And then, where is it? That one's going to go right there. Okay, so this is how I make sure that I have enough room to put some string around that. So you just put it in through that little cut there, and then put it in through the hole, And then while keeping that on there, you just open up the legs and then flatten those out. And then now you have space for the string. And we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Just slide it in there. This is nothing more than a piece of cardboard that probably came from the... Oh man, look at what I did. I thought I took that out. Okay, that's all right. I can always print another one. Okay. Yeah, I thought I took that out. Okay. And so that's that. And then you just take that out. And you know what? Since I put a hole in that, what I'm going to do is take my 1-inch punch, and I'm just going to snip out these snowflakes. Gonna give them a little bit of ink. And then we're gonna cover up those feet in the back. Okay. Glue. Okay, I'm using art glitter glue for this because it dries super quick. And then that can just go right there. And I don't know how well you can see that, but there's enough space there that I can tie that string around there. And there we go. Okay, so I can tie that string around there, and it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to go underneath and then tie a little knot. Maybe. Actually, let's start the knot so I can put it down there. Okay. And then, where's my scissors? Actually, we can leave that one long, maybe. But then this one, you would just wrap it around. There. Scissors. Okay, actually, I'm not going to keep that one long because then that way I'll know which one goes there. And there you go. That's that. So now we have pockets on the front for our ephemera. And then I left that one in there. And then this one went in here. Here's this one. So she printed hers on a different background, but I did the lines just because I didn't watch the video at that point in time, so I didn't know what she was doing with them. And so then I will just get another piece and put that in there, although I don't see why I couldn't use that one, but I'll put it in there for right now. So there's that. And oh, there's also a pocket here. And she does have another pocket that you could put over top this pocket, but I don't want to use that for here. I'm going to use that on a different page. And so, or actually we can just do that. There you go. And I still have a lot left over. I have lots of leftovers. And so I might even do a second journal with just the leftovers because I didn't realize that she was going to have journal pages either. So I've already printed them out, but I think I'm going to go back and print out those journal pages on some coffee dyed paper or something to that effect. And then that way they'll already be grungy and in a different journal. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial. And Stay tuned for the cabbage dyeing video, which will be out shortly. Happy crafting!